The opening of this fragrance smells like toilet spray. Hi guys, my name is Zindela and I'm back with another video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about fragrances that I'm sure at some point in your life you've come across the store, you've maybe bought some clothes from the store, or you've seen the store on the socials. The store that I'm talking about is Zara. So Zara has a tendency of seeing what's popping in the market and putting their own little twist on it at a fraction of the price. So if you want to smell good and you don't want to spend all that much money, or maybe even you want to add to your fragrance collection and at the same time you still want to save on your money, then Zara is definitely the store to go to because they've got some fantastic specials and let's call it promos where you purchase 2 bottles at a discounted price versus purchasing one of the bottles. The fragrances that I went and purchased at the Zara store, so I opted to walk into the store versus blind buying because I'd never personally owned any Zara fragrances. So I was like, I'm gonna walk in, spray some of them on the tester strips, see if I like anything, buy what I like, and be on my bike. And the experience was a great experience. I got there were plenty of tester bottles available and plenty of tester strips as well available. So I asked the ladies at the store and they were kind enough to let me take a few of the tester strips. Shout out to the team at Zara Sandton, fantastic staff. So the fragrances that I picked up, it was a package I think I paid call it 440 South African rands for one of the packages, and the other one is about, give or take, 480-ish. But for both of them, it was not more than 500 rand for the fragrances. I'll show you first the fragrances that I purchased. This is the first pack. On my left here, we've got Zara Man Blue Spirit. And on the right, we've got Zara Man Silver. These come in black bottles. These are 100 ml bottles. I'll take you through the presentation of each of the bottles. I don't have to show you the atomizer and the presentation, full presentation on these because it's pretty much the same thing. It actually starts with that. We'll open up the silver. So it's a matte black bottle with Zara Man Silver etched on the bottle, and you've got Zara on the plastic cap as well. So as I mentioned, it's a 100 ml bottle with a plastic cap. Nothing great to write home about, but also for the price you're paying, you shouldn't be expecting world-class outstanding packaging. And the atomizer as well, also nothing to write home about. The one thing I don't like about these 2 bottles in the matte black bottles is the fact that when you spray, the atomizer almost gets stuck down on the bottom and works its way up. Let me show you this. If you can see, hear that sound. So it's almost like it's I don't know. Atomizer is just not great. Okay. The other 2 that I picked up, these are really cool. The packaging on these, I love these. It's Zara Extreme 9.0 and Zara Extreme 12.0 in the blue and red bottle. These were a little bit more expensive than the matte black bottles, the Zara blue and silver. But I feel like with these you get a little bit more. So that's why maybe the price on these was a little bit more expensive, but not that much. So I will show you the Zara Extreme 12.0, the presentation on that. This, I think also it's a 100 ml bottle. Yeah, absolutely, it's a 100 ml bottle. That's on the bottom of the bottle. And then the nice thing with these that I really liked, you've got the note breakdown on the bottle. So it tells you exactly what the perfume consists of. So when you pick it up, and if you feel like I love me some lavender and you see lavender on here, then you're probably gonna grab yourself a bottle of that. And then you've got Zara etched on the cap. The cap is also it's a plastic cap. Snaps into place quite nicely. The atomizer on this one Also not that great. I feel like it also jams on its way down. Does spray out an alright amount of juice. So I'll take you through the different fragrances, what I think of them, what they remind me of, and also the performance of these fragrances. Let me take you through them, guys. I'll start off with what started this whole story. Zara Man Blue Spirit. This is a fragrance that I'm not sure, my kids are here and I'm not sure if you guys can hear them, but I'm just gonna carry on. I don't get time to record in the afternoons, and I'm going off on a tangent here, but let me get back to this. The fragrance that started this whole process off was the one that my brother really hyped up, was the Blue Spirit. And when you see Blue Spirit, you think aquatics, you think fresh, you think sea notes. And surprise, surprise, when I got this, because this actually, funny enough, there wasn't a tester bottle at the store. So I was expecting, I did check actually I didn't check on Fragrantica. I was just like, I'm just gonna get this. Blue Spirit just means one thing. It means freshy, it means aquatics, it means, clean, shower gel kind of fragrance. But when you actually spray it on the tester strip, this is another thing I actually don't like about this. You don't see where the atomizer is. Here's my issue. The opening of this fragrance is terrible. When I sprayed it, when I got home, my wife was in the room as well, and we both agreed. The opening of this fragrance smells like toilet spray. It is that sweet toilet spray scent. And I was so disappointed because I was expecting, fresh, aquatic, but I was quite disappointed. And when I actually took the time up to read the note breakdown and go on Fragrantica, check some reviews as well on YouTube, they said it's a clone, or it's inspired by Invictus, Paco Rabanne's Invictus. And I guess once you let it settle, once you get past that toilet spray opening, and it settles, then it's an alright fragrance. I was a bit harsh on it initially, but over the days it did kind of grow on me. So it's a fragrance that I would say is safe for nighttime, going out. It's a sweet fragrance. It's very, very sweet. If you like sweet fragrances, if you can get past that toilet spray opening, then I definitely think that you should get yourself, add this to your collection if you happen to go to Zara. That's the first one. Just drop that tester strip. The second one, this one I actually quite like, and I guess preferences are not the same. My brother dislikes this one, and I disliked. Oh, look at me getting all muddled up in English. My brother dislikes the silver, and I dislike the Blue Spirit. I love the silver. I'll take you guys through this fragrance. This one actually really, really impressed me. Love this. Maybe I'm actually falling in love with citrus fragrances. I guess to kind of give it away. It's a citrus-based fragrance. Citrusy, but at the same time, it's got that woodiness. It's got the cedar, it's got the sandalwood. It's a really, really nice fragrance. And it kind of reminds me of, I've used this before, Gucci Guilty, but that was way back in the day. But recently, from the stuff that I've used, it reminds me a lot of, maybe it's the citrus, it reminds me a lot of Club de Nuit, Intense Man. with that citrus. The only issue, again, but I think I'll sum it up with all the fragrances at the end. But it's a great fragrance. I think it would be fantastic for wearing it at the office. I think it would be fantastic for the summer, and it's a really, really lovely fragrance. If you love citrus with a bit of woods, cedar, and sandalwood, I think you'll really love this fragrance. Next up, we've got Zara 9.0, the red bottle. I'm going to take you through this one. Presentation is really nice. Love how they've, I'm not sure, we'll say grading the bottle where the black is on top and then the red is see-through, but you can still see the juice. I like being able to see how far I am and how much I'm pushing that juice. Okay, I'll take you through what this reminds me of. So this is lavender, obviously pepper. These are the notes that are on the bottle, and patchouli and amber. This, for me, reminds me a lot of Ferragamo F Black. I think it's the use of lavender and pepper, and really reminds me of Ferragamo F Black. And in terms of usage of this fragrance, I think it's a fragrance that will work great in the evenings, great during cooler seasons. It's a really, really nice fragrance. And then we'll move right along to the last one, which is 12.0. Again, the beauty with these is you can see all your notes on the bottle. Let's just spray this and I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Apple, cardamom. It's like a fresh, apple-y fragrance. This reminds me a lot of the Boss bottled line, Infinite, which I have actually in my collection. Maybe, I don't know, is it a coincidence? It's a blue bottle, but yeah. You got apple here, you got mint, and you've got cardamom. Yeah. This again, I think would work great. Daytime, office, summer fragrance will work definitely well in the summer. So yeah, that is a haul that I picked up. So what do I think of the fragrances? Number one, price, it's an absolute steal. 4 bottles for about 960 South African rands is an absolute steal. 100 ml bottle, so you've added 400 mils of perfume to your collection at a fraction of the price. My only, that's a positive, a negative performance. These do not last. With the 4 fragrances that I'm speaking about here, at best you're gonna get about 2 to 3 hours, and then it's done, it fizzles out. So what I've been doing with these fragrances, after I take a shower at night, these are my go-to bed fragrances, and you know, it's great. I think to be able to still smell good when you go to bed, and you know, not burn through your designer fragrances is a plus. It's a nice thing it's a nice option to have. I think also if you're going out, imagine you take a shower at about 9 and you know, you're going on a date or maybe even going clubbing, you can bang out a lot of these sprays. 9 and 11, between 9 and 11, you know, you'll smell good. Not between 9 and 11, yeah, then you gotta go home. But yeah, guys, the long and the short, performance, not great. Price, great. But I guess you're paying, you know, you're paying a little money. Don't expect world-class performance. So yeah, that's it from my side. That's my Zara haul. That's my Zara impression. And I'll definitely be adding to my collection. I'll definitely visit the Zara store again and see what I can add. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Please like, share, comment on the post. Have you ever used any Zara fragrances? What are your impressions? What are your thoughts on the fragrances? What would you recommend? I get from Zara